In this challenge series, we create the fastest cars in the world in an alternate history timeline. What could have been if the Duesenberg family had continued their crazy legacy? Will we be able to continue in their footsteps and manage to break all top speed records while remaining profitable as a company? Let's find out in Automation, the Car Company Tycoon game. For more info about this challenge and the series, make sure to check out the description box below. And now let's get into it. Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are back in Automation in the Light Campaign V2 mode in the challenge that is the fastest cars in the world. And we are approaching the design year, model 1992, only 8 years down the line this time. So that is pretty good. The next one won't have to stay competitive for all that long. That's good news. But on the other hand, we have a little bit of a problem. Look at this. This is a massive economic downturn. And this was, of course, a massive bubble. But that is not good at all. We need to turn it, to have it turn up very soon again. Otherwise, our company will fail eventually if it stays for like this for too long. But considering how much of a downturn it has been, I expect it to turn around in the next 5 years or so. I thought this would be the upturn already, but no, it wasn't. It's stabilizing right now. I think this bottom will be even slightly below this one, maybe level, and then it will shoot up. And there will be a massive boom in the 90s to 2000s. So the final stretches of the game should be reasonably easy if we can make it through this massive crisis. But yeah, you wonder what will be today's challenge goal? We need to design a car in 1992, like I mentioned. And our main competitor for this time around would be the McLaren F1, which reached a top speed of 386 kilometers an hour, as you all know, probably, with just 618 horsepower. What the hell? Yeah, that's very little. And that, of course, isn't enough, and we do need to break the top speed of 414 kilometers an hour. That is much more of a challenge. I hope there will be decent bodies available, but I think I used one of them for the Gent. If you have watched my other Let's Play series, the big one with the mass market manufacturer, and that body was just amazing for aerodynamics. Not so much for hypercars, but for aerodynamics it was perfect. And yeah, let's see. So 414 kilometers an hour, which is 257 miles an hour, that is the one trim needs to achieve that goal. And then we have the least top speed we are allowed to have would be the 386 kilometers an hour, which is 240 miles an hour. Okay, so now I will adjust sails and shit until our new Tachyon goes into production, which is 5.5 years down the line. That will hurt. It will be difficult to keep up the sails. And there we go, massive profit, even though we already are incurring the costs of the engineering. Okay, pretty awesome. Another 50 million, although we had a full year of engineering with these massive costs in it. So I'm feeling very safe right now. This won't bankrupt us in any way. Look at the economy. Oh shit, that is a sharp upturn. I think what I predicted will come out as true. There will be a massive boom in the 90s. Probably will be somewhere up there also, above 1 once again. Utilizing the factory much better again. And let's see how much stock we gain. Yep, now it's basically balanced out. Oh, no, it isn't. They want more luxury versions because the market is turning up so much. Oh, yes. What? Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Look at that. I've probably... Have I ever seen an upturn that harsh? 40%? 40% year over year? This one will be like up there somewhere. Crazy stuff. There we go. Massive profit, 76 million. And even at 3 shifts now, we are not overproducing all that much. That's getting crazy. But we have used up most of the engines we had too many of. That's great. And that means we don't have to scrap them at the end, which would be a big loss. And another 50 million in profits. Still 4 years to go though. Yep, that's the thing. Let's take a look at this though. We are making a profit of 13 million a month. So maybe we should invest into a little bit of tech until next time. Because 414 kilometers an hour, that sure is a lot of top speed. So why not go for... So what about the top end? I think that makes more sense. One more in top end, one more in bottom end. It gives us a bit higher reliability and or ability to push it to higher revs, which helps us achieve those top speeds as we get more power, especially from naturally aspirated engines. So yes, let's do this. Monthly funding, 6.5 million. Okay, and here we go. And oh yes. So our car is coming out this year, and as you can see, we have plenty of stock still, so we can cancel production right now if we want to. Oh no, it's on the down again. But yeah, I think overall it's on an uptrend once again. If you look at the line in Farina especially, they are trending upwards quite significantly now. And there we have it. We are in production, and we sold so many of them. What? That's amazing. And we sold still so many of the old one too. This one has just gotten us crazy amounts of profit in there, and we are underproducing as well. Oh, now that's good news. Oh yes, if you look at the sales here, we are selling into plenty of different categories now. Especially the light sports has been exploding for us. Family sports, so many cars. And in Gazmir, kind of the same picture. Muscle premium. It's completely crushing the market. Okay, we've already sold 245 of the record breaker, and I don't want to... And they all sold in Farina, and look at the reputation. Whoops. Sorry. We sold you 100 cars too many. We did know they were breaking down. So let's shut down that production. It's killing us. And there we have it. Another year has passed, and we made a profit of $160 million. We are well prepared to build whatever comes up next. That is a massive amount of profits. Even though we had troubles with the economy. That is... Oh, yeah, look at that. Now we have stabilized an upward trend. This bottom here is looking to be lower than this bottom over there. So the upward trend is now confirmed. And how are we doing down here? The DB4P is still... Yeah, it's still selling almost 400 a month. No, more. Wow. No, this one is selling over 500 a month. That's impressive. Although it's taking market share from the premium here. That's what's going on here. That's why we can't really sell that many of this one. But I'm kind of happy that this is going on, because our factory is already running at 2 shifts. Oh yeah, look at this. That's looking pretty decent. If we up it one more, then we can easily reach... Oh, I think... It won't be easy, but I think we can reach the next level before we have to design the car. Just barely. And, I mean, it's design year 1992, so we can design it a month later, like in February or so. That's perfectly fine. It's still the same design year. Oh, that's all good. I think we will be able to get this bonus going. Alright, there we have it. Another 200 million profit. Now we're talking. I think it's time to upgrade the factory too for the next one. This one might even be completely maxed out already. It's bad. Oh no, we're completely sold out of stock. Damn it. And we're using up engines too, so we are running at the absolute maximum capacity. That means I can just mark them up a little bit more. Alright, and here we are. The year is done, and we are in 1992. Another 150 million in profit. We pause right there. and take a look at our R&D. Yeah, no, we're not quite there yet. So let's wait a month or so. Probably need to wait 2 months until this one ticks over. So that would be... No, still not. So it needs to be in March. So on the 1st of March we are going to design our new car. Yes, both ticked over perfectly. And we can't get around making the new car now. So 1.1 billion in the bank. That is something to remember. That's looking really good. So we can expand to larger factories. As you can see here, that's necessary. And whoa, oh shit, we will have so many problems until those cars, the new cars actually built and the factory upgraded. We will also have to have an overproduction so that we can feed the market. This is going to go crazy. Like the 2000s will be absolutely amazing. But new car it is. Alright, oh yes, there it is. I see it already. It is amazing. It will be awesome. It is so fast. It is this one. No, not quite. Not quite. It is the Space Wagon. No, not quite. It is the Super Coupe. You would think it is. No, it isn't. It is this one. This one. Look at the effective area. Yeah! This one is amazing. Okay. 414 kilometers an hour. Here we come. Okay. This huge blob of a car is going to break all speed records. And we are doing that with monocoques. Carbon fiber? No carbon fiber. Double wishbone. I think we might be... Oh, yes, that's a big engine bay. I think we might be able to do this with a naturally aspirated engine. Yeah, we can try. I mean, we can try. That's fair enough. We can try. Full alloy for the added prestige. And a total of 1,119 kilojoules of cooling. That might be enough. Our favorite color, once again, of course, and just rear-wheel drive. We don't need anything else. Oh, although we might want to go with all-wheel drive just to get better stats. How much? Ah, yeah, let's try. Let's see how much of an engine we can put in. So, full alloy. Oh. This is just a slight green arrow. This will be a big naturally aspirated engine. And dual overhead cam, 4-valve. We could go for 5, but... do we want that? I mean, if there is one application in the world for this, then it is now. But I think I balanced it such that this comes with a hefty penalty. Yes, extremely high engineering time. But this is already very high, and we have pretty high affinity. Not quite sure. Maybe instead we want to go... No, VVL is still too far out there. No, not going to do this. So, alloy. And just 4 valves for now, and then we'll see how much power we're making. Oh, but first of all, we need to make the engine bigger. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a 7-liter engine right there. Yes, 7 liters. Let's see how much power we can make out of this one. And we go with a forged, and a forged, and a forged. Lightweight forged, maybe? And VVL all. And this doesn't take any tech pull away from us. Then we do that. And loads of cam profile, even though it's a large engine. Should be good. 10.5 compression and naturally aspirated. Let's go for injection, multi-point, throttle per cylinder, performance, and premium fuel once again. We have our ignition timing around 70, aiming for a rev limiter of 7,500, quality +1, and long tubular. We have put so much in there, and we probably need, let's aim for 700 horsepower, something like this. And high flow? Do we need a high flow? Maybe. Let's go with this. A reverse flow. It's all good. Alright, let's test the engine. And we are at 721 horsepower already. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, alright, so far so good. I don't think this... Yeah, it doesn't need much cooling either. 580 kilowatts of cooling. Yes, I said kilowatts because joule per second is actually watts, so kilojoule per second is kilowatts. And, yeah, what do we want here though? We could go for more compression, obviously, but this is just a first run through, just to see where we are in the grand picture of things. How much more do we need to push this engine? 5 gears, 327. That doesn't look too good. All right. So far, so mediocre. That is far away from where we need to be. Oh, viscous for the higher comfort, but now I'm not so sure. Let's see. But wheel spin won't be any problem whatsoever. If we go for like 35, maybe power distribution. Oh yeah, this is with all-wheel drive too for engine size. Maybe we can go even larger for the engine as a whole. Sports tires, and we're going for some proper mags once again. This time around these. Okay. And venter discs, 4 pistons. Yes, we need all the disc. And nope, we're not going with any downforce whatsoever. Fully clad, cooling flaps. Nope. And cooling goes down to... Oh, look at how much difference that makes. 0.6 square meters of cooling, effectively. And if we cool it properly, we end up at, in total, 0.645. That's decent. Let's put some quality into this one at +10. And 2 seats, handmade, standard fare, luxury CD, and traction control. No, we don't need traction control. That is engineering time, which we have invested into all-wheel drive instead. And here we could go with hydropneumatic springs once again. But for now, let's keep it simple, like this. Where are we at? We are at very high prestige levels. Very nice. Very high drivability, very high sportiness. Comfort, very high. Everything is very, very high. And the roll angle even is very, very high. Maybe that one is not quite the thing we want, but... Oh, and it's maxed out in speed here. Let's... Oh yeah, that's moving up. Okay, so right now we have 383 kilometers an hour. That's not enough. That really isn't enough. So what do we do about this? We could try and go for a larger engine, but that would probably mean that we need to get rid of the all-wheel drive. If we try 5 valves per cylinder, that gives us a decent amount of extra power, 30 horse. But the engineering time for the engine is already pretty crazy. Although our familiarity ratings are going up too, so maybe that works out. Higher, no, this is knocking, and I don't want knocking engines. Race intake, 760. And if we now go with the 5 valves, 786. And now if we go for higher revs, there, and now for a higher cam, 801 horsepower. Yeah. Okay, 801 horsepower. And we probably can sneak in another, almost, another compression step. 801 it is. Yep, that's better. And, oh, exhaust. Oh yes, 826 horsepower. That's getting crazy now. But still, no, that is not enough. That is just not enough. Maybe, because this is the crazy version of this car, right? We can get rid of quite a bit of cooling. Let's put this at plus 11 already. And we don't need much. 408 or... And this seems to be gear limited. Oh yes, it is. So 420 at 420. Okay, we have the solution here. We already have the solution. Okay, good. This was pretty easy. Just put a massive V12 in a car and you will be fine. A massively high revving car. And with all-wheel drive, it's drivable too. Look at that. So we don't even need to undercool the engine that much. Or, even better, we don't need to put as much aerodynamic stuff in there. And 414 is the target, as you remember. This is 415 kilometers an hour now, and oh, we are pretty much set. This engine is impressive, but maybe not too reliable. 37, that is a no-go for this kind of time. But 7-liter engine is really nice, considering that if we detune it to something reasonable, it will still do all the power we need for the other version. And 386 kilometers an hour is the lower limit, so that should be good. Okay, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with all these numbers and this setup. Let's just check once again. The interior was all fine. Perfect. Yes, indeed. The markets need to be checked. If this is the general... Oh yes, that is the general direction we want it to be. It's looking pretty good. Although, for the hypercar, we would want to have slightly higher sportiness. Do we really want to aim at that category though? Because it doesn't have any market anyway. Don't really need it, do we? So now that we have made our main car for the top record speed braking stuff, we can make a sensible version which just has 386 kilometers an hour top speed. Okay, so standard setup, we just cloned it. And now this one keeps all the good stuff in here. And, well, we take a look at the engine. This is the clone of the engine. And now let's take a look here. It's already over square, which is good. And I think we can just detune it a little. First of all, let's get rid of the race intake and make it a performance intake. Then we can... what more do we want to do? We want to lower this one. Maybe I want to go for, in general, lightweight forged pistons instead. Because that seems to be a better match for these over-square engines. So if I go back into this engine and change it to lightweight forged... Oh yes, look at that, reliability boost. Not that it matters for this car, but for the other one. I see great potential here. Oh yes, 62.9. That means we can rev it a little bit higher as well. And let's see how much top speed we are getting now. And this is just 765 horsepower. Just. Just. Oh, 400 kilometers an hour still. Okay, we can make this engine a lot different then. No warnings, nothing whatsoever. And loads of reliability. Very, very straight power delivery. So super easy to drive in that sense until you hit the rev limiter. And I closed off the exhaust a little bit more. And now we have... What is the top speed? Top speed is still... Is it still that? No, not quite. 397 kilometers an hour. Still 10 kilometers an hour to go if we really wanted to push it. And oh, we need more cooling. Okay, that's fair enough though. So let's see, 91, 80. Okay, now we're getting close. Oh, okay, that's already below. So we do need a little bit more power. Just a little bit. We need more power so that we can get more cooling, but having more power requires more cooling. Damn it. Okay, that's catch-22. So let's go with 750 horsepower instead. Or 757. Ah, that's better. 770. That should cool everything. Yeah, 91, 90. One more. Yes, 86.4, and we are almost fully cooling the engine. Okay, yep, I take that. I take this. That sounds reasonable. Average reliability 63.1, and we have a top speed of 386.4. Sounds perfectly fine. And oh shit. Oh shit, we need to... I completely forgot to set up the brakes before I cloned this stuff. So let's get around to tuning a little bit. Alright, I think the X is now tuned. It has horrible oversteer at at insane speeds. Maybe not what you want. Also the lift. The lift at 400, at its top speed, is almost 300 kilos on one axle. So the car will feel a little bit lightweight, maybe, and then you go into a corner and you just fly off like a rocket. And there we go. I think this car is perfectly set up. Let's take a look at what this luxury version has to offer to the markets. Oh yes, now that's a GT premium car. That's a really good one. And GT at the same time. Even with 90% still. Really high. Also muscle premium because it has a 7-liter engine in there. Quite impressive. So in Gazmia we are going to sell amazing amounts of this car. But now let's take a look at what we can make for a premium version instead. And what markets does it get into? Still, yeah, sports, muscle, not muscle premium anymore. And family sport premium. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's put AP on there and we are done with this one. I think this is even more successful than any car that came before. I feel the urge to upgrade our factories. That needs to happen. And oh shit, this car actually has pretty awesome acceleration. Probably the fastest car among these is the premium version. 3.4 seconds. Let's check it out. And this one, the X has 4 seconds. So the X is actually slower. Oh shit. From 0 to 100. Yes, because it's much more focused on getting the top speed. So the gears are higher. But anyway, let's check it out on the test track, as we always do. And let's go for the automation straight, the Daffy Flyer. Did you see that? It is not quite as quick to accelerate to that speed, but it gets there because it's just more aerodynamic in total compared to our previous iteration, which actually reached 300 kilometers an hour there with just brute force. So yeah, it is slower on this straight, but given a longer straight, it will be faster. Alright, I think the last thing we need to do, apart from looking at these wonderful, wonderful stats, is to actually engineer this thing and shake at the premise of paying all these costs. Ooh, ouch. Yes, ouch. That's a lot of costs. Oh no, he has become blue and purple. He, in his old age, he has turned blue and purple. And now we need to somehow balance out these times. So overall we have a pretty decent reliability now. Apart from the X version, obviously. Not too bad. And yeah, engineering time for the aerodynamics are crazy high. In general, 10 months worth of engineering just for that. And let's take a look at the engine. The top end is what... Oh... We have 26% familiarity with it. And yeah, still 23 months worth of engineering time just for the top end. And now let's take a look at this. We choose our production of the current tachyon and assign it medium factory, but we do want to upgrade because we have the cash and I think we will have the economy. So let's go and invest significantly into it. Level 3 each, so maximum size we can get for this one. And this is what we will have to live with, I guess. because we probably won't be able to afford a larger plot and then build a fresh factory on that. That would be crazy. So yeah, I kind of limited myself with that at the start of the playthrough. And engines made per day. Oh. Ew. That's not good. We can't make enough engines. So maybe this is enough actually. Yeah, seems like it. 77 cars and 66 engines. Still not enough. Well, that's what you get if you choose to make it 5 valves per cylinder, I guess. And again, let's make 2 cars a day for the DB6X and something like 60 cars a day for the DB6P at 2 shifts. Overall, much better production, obviously, so it's really good. Working at very high shifts for the engines, though. And, well, we can get it back later on, if we want to. When we are downgrading this instead, because right now we can pay for it. So why not? Why not? We will be making a massive profit, and the more the factory costs to upgrade. Once the factory is upgrading, we will be paying more than we earn anyway. So that's not really an argument, is it? Like avoiding taxes that way. Doesn't quite work with down payments as much as it should. The economic model is still very simple. That's one of the things that is changing with the Grand campaign. And if you have past losses, you will be able to, you won't be paying taxes for a long time. Anyway, so now that everything is matched up, let's... Ooh, oh, whoa! That is beautiful. Let's take a look at the P version. This one will be doing well. Oh, yes. Wow. So green, everything is so green. But this is without a markup, after all. What? The X is crazy. Let's sell it at 200% markup. Oh yes. Even at 2 shifts, we seem to be not really able to outproduce the demand. And even with the factory upgrades, it's less than 2 years to pay off. Oh, this is looking good. And this will be done in 97 already. Oh, it's very soon. And I think they, what was the production year? 2002 is the production year for the next car. So that's all good. All right, let's sign this one off. It's looking beautiful. There we go. It's now in engineering and signed off. And yeah, that concludes today's episode. I hope you enjoyed and get ready to design your next car for the next episode, which will be in 3 days' time, as always. And yeah, make it real fast, make it good. The next one will have a ridiculous minimum speed of 414 kilometers an hour. Will be something to look forward to. Anyway, hope you enjoyed and see you guys next time.